Hey guys, so I'm going to do hopefully a quick video on the FAQs of my nose piercing. Okay, so about 2 months ago, I got my nose pierced, and it was fine and everything. First, let me tell you how many piercings I have. I don't have that many, but I'll just show you because most people want to know like what you got before. So I just have like my lobes pierced, and then I only have, this is the only other one I have. I have like the middle of my ear pierced, my mid cartilage pierced. So yeah, that's it. Probably get my seconds pierced, like my second lobes, but I don't know. We'll do that later. So yeah, my nose piercing. I went to a piercer. I guess, well, I'm not a piercing expert, but over the past couple months, I learned so much. So I went to the mall, and like how they have like those like piercing places at the mall. The like Claire's has one. There was like this like piercing, like they sell like earrings and stuff, and they do free ear piercing. And so I was like, "Oh, do you pierce noses?" And she was like, "No, you got to go to a body piercing place for that, because they use like needles and stuff." So yeah, so that's something I learned. And then I went to some piercing place with my grandma, and I guess I needed my birth certificate. This was in New York, so I was like taken back, like, whoa. I thought they'd be a little more like my voice is going hoarse. I thought they'd be a little I thought they'd be a little bit more loose about it. I need water. Okay. So then when I went back to Pennsylvania, where I live now, I went to a piercing place, and then they were like, "How old are you?" I was like, 16, because I was like so psyched. It wasn't the day of my birthday, but it was like a couple days after. And then I brought my mom with me. She brought my birth certificate, but I guess in Pennsylvania you only need someone who has to be 18 years or older to get something pierced or tattooed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So like basically they could just be your like boyfriend or your friend. Like, okay, but whatever works. So yeah, I went to the piercer, and it wasn't a lot of paperwork. It was just like email and phone number and like parent, no, like I don't know, like a signature or something. But yeah, so we did all that, and then I sat in like a chair, and then he was like, "Well, first we're gonna clean it off," and then he was like, "Your eyes are gonna water." I'm like, "Yeah, I've had some pierced before." I was like, "I know. I'm such a baby, guys. Like I like freak out about the littlest things. Like I like literally my eyes water when I get my eyebrows threaded." So yeah, all right off the bat, I was like, "This is gonna be bad." But honestly, guys, it was so like it didn't even hurt. It hurt. It was sore after. That's all I can say. But when he pierced it, it really didn't hurt. It just felt weird, really weird. Okay, so basically, he just cleaned it off with some like iodine stuff, sis. And then he took like all the sterile equipment out, like the needle and the stuff, and so okay. Well, first he had to mark it, so I got it marked. He put it like in the back here. I was like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" So it's like, "Can you move it up?" He's like, "Sure." And then the third time's the charm. So yeah, the third time, I was like, "That's good." I was like, "I'll deal with it." So yeah, he just took a needle. First, he put like a tube in my nose. It was like a metal straw. It's called a receiving tube. So like you don't like hurt yourself or hurt me. Hurt me. Okay. So he put the tube up my nose, and then he took his other hand and he slid the needle down into the tube. And after that, he took the tube out, and he's like, "Don't move. You have a needle in your nose. Don't want a second piercing." I was like, "Okay." My eyes were watering. And then after that, he pulled the needle down, and then he put the little jewelry in. I have a little like stud. I changed it now, but obviously when you get a pierced, it's a stud. So yeah, I had a little stud in there, and then I'm like sitting. I'm like trying to gather myself up. I wasn't like crying, but my eyes were watering. And then I feel something like drop, like my nose was freaking bleeding, man. Like it looked like somebody punched me in the face. I've never seen so much blood come out of my nose in my entire life. Like I've seen, like, because I was curious of what was gonna happen when I got my nose pierced. They didn't bleed at all. I bled. I don't know why. It just happened, and it was like all over my shirt. Like I was like so like I was walking out of the piercing with like paper towels, and it was like I got punched or something. But yeah, it stopped after like a couple minutes. I'm like, it seems like I'm exaggerating, but like it was only for like a couple of minutes, so it wasn't like I was like bleeding like profusely for like hours and hours. No, it was like a couple of minutes, and then it stopped. And then, you know, when you get your nose pierced after, it's not going to look as good as you want it to, because it's going to be swollen, it's going to be red, you're going to have, like, what is it? You might have little marker spot, because I had like 2 dots and then one was the piercing, so it looked really funky. So yeah, just give it like a couple days and you'll be like, oh, it looks normal now, because it's not going to look normal the first time. So yeah, that's basically it. On a scale of 1 to 10, the pain was probably like a 4. But my eyes did water and I bled. I was probably more scared of the bleeding than the piercing itself. But I mean, that's it. And yeah. People ask me all the time, did it hurt? Did it hurt? Like, it really did hurt. And I'm a baby, so if I could do it, you could do it. So yeah, that's it. People just want to know. Bye. Hope I helped you, because like I don't see a lot of people like this on YouTube. Anyway, bye.